Welcome to Point of View Farm.
Point of View Farm is a place where wild animals can go if they are orphaned or injured to have another chance at life. One of the first furry residents we met was our tour guide, Rupert the bear.
Rupert! Rupert! This is my boy. This is my boy Rupert. This is my boy Rupert.
After Rupert's mother died, him and his sister were rescued by Joel. Now, they're free to be wild bears.
They're going to be out on their own, and I'm going to be, worried about them and all that sort of stuff, but that's the game plan. The game plan is to always get any animal possible out into the wild so it can be a wild animal.
Point of View Farm has a total of 350 acres, and Rosenthal says that allows him to provide a unique and safer rehabilitation experience.
These wildlife centers that have bears, they sedate them this time of year and they truck them off 100 miles somewhere else and just throw them off into the woods. But my animals, whether or not it's this guy or raccoons or whatever it might be, or Rose, they can come back in.
That has allowed for one of the rarest things to happen. A bear Rosenthal raised 4 years ago returned to have her cub in her original enclosure.
And here's little CD. Here's little CD. Last summer, during mating season, she came in with her boyfriend. I appreciated it because as a father, I want my daughter to introduce me to her boyfriends. When I put her in here to protect her from the hunters this past winter, indeed, she went back in the corner there and she had this little cub.
Their neighbors are permanent residents on the farm that cannot be released back into the wild due to injuries. From two owls who had vehicular collisions to a vulture named Satch that seems to have a very unusual bond with Rosenthal. But he isn't the only one.
Is that Maxwell? Hi, Maxwell.
Rosenthal uses these animals as educational tools that he takes into schools and classrooms. And one of the farm's newest residents is a little baby fox.
That's Phineas.
He too will eventually be released back into the wild, just like Rupert the bear. Although Rupert likes to come back for snacks and scratches. But rescuing wild animals does not come without risks.
He grabbed onto my hand and dug his talons right down to the bone. Oh. And, I'm here alone. I think it took a half hour for me to just wiggle my fingers in there to try to pry his talons out of my hand.
But Rosenthal says these risks are worth the rewards.
I thought everybody in West Virginia had a bear they went for a hike with. So do you live in West Virginia? Where do you live?